What's going on, y'all? I'm Czar, and in this video we're taking a look at a brand new plugin from Kit Plugins, which is Blackbird Studio A Chambers. Yes, another Blackbird plugin from Kit Plugins, and this is the chamber reverb inside Blackbird Studio A. Let's first talk about what a chamber reverb is. So studios like Blackbird have a room that's generally a reflective room, and what you do is you put a speaker in that room. You're going to send the track to that speaker. Now that speaker is playing the track in that room, and then you put a mic in that room to record what's coming out of the speaker. So what you're getting is you're recording what's coming out of the speaker, which is the track that you want to add reverb to, and it's also capturing the sound of the room, which is of course that reverb. And you have the ability to place that mic where you want to, and you'll see it with this plugin. We can raise it, we can lower it, we can switch out the mics just like you would in an actual chamber reverb, which is really nice. All right, so let's go over these controls, and of course I'll let you hear what it sounds like. And of course I'll have a link in the description if y'all want to check it out and learn more about it or pick it up. All right, so starting with the upper left, we have the height control. So when this is set to ceiling, we can raise or lower any one of these three mics. We've got a C24, which is a stereo version of the AKG C12. We've got a R88, which is a ribbon microphone, and then we have the classic AKG 414 mics. We got a stereo pair of those, and we can have them on the ceiling. We can adjust them, and then we also can place them on the floor. Now we have them on the floor. We're not adjusting, anything from here. Just when you're on the ceiling is when you're able to adjust them. So we can hang them from the ceiling. We can place them on the floor. We got three different mics, and we also have the option between a direct source, hi-fi, or PA. And then we have pre-delay. Here is your mix. And then we have saturation, which is a Neve style saturation. Below that, we have some high and low pass filters, so we can do pre or post reverb. EQ, this is going to be the EQ from the BBN 105, which is a Neve console from Blackbird. Got the 4 bands here. And then finally, we have a compressor, which we have this nice duck icon, which if you're familiar with sidechain compression, this is going to switch this into a ducker, which is a feature I love on reverbs and delays. All right, and this is compressor, just a simple one knob compressor. We just turn this up to add compression to the reverb, and then we've got our input and output controls. All right, so I've got this on a piano and vocal from Coretta King. We're going to start with the piano first and just go through these different microphones, different positions here, as well as the different sources, and then we'll go through them on the vocal, and then I'll let you hear it all together in the mix. Well, let's start with the piano. We're going to start with the C24, and we'll start with it at the top. All right, I'm gonna leave it in we'll just say the middle here. And now let's go through these three mics and just you can hear the immediate difference between them. We're gonna start with the C24. All right, so what I'm hearing between these, C24 sounds a little bit brighter to me. R88, with it being a ribbon mic, of course, is going to sound a little darker. And 414 is being more neutral and balanced. Let's go through these different sources. We've been going direct. Let's go hi-fi and PA. All right, and let's also check them out on the floor. All right, the 414 sound a little more forward to me as well. Let's check out this saturation, which is really nice to have on a reverb. So let's start with it at 0, and let's slowly bring this up. Let's keep the C24. So we can hear with that saturation, we're getting some presence, and we're also getting a lot of low end too. That sounds really cool on this piano to me. All right, let's bring in the vocal, and let's check out what we've got there. Let's unmute that. All right, so this is now with the vocal. For the vocal, let's do C24. Let's keep it hi-fi, and let's change these positions around some. Let's go ahead and mute the piano for now.
He bad production, he got Walrus Gumbo, he got no cyborg, he want spinal cracker, he got feet down below his knee, yeah. Hold you in his armchair, you can't feel his disease. Come together right now over me.
All right, so for the vocal, let's bring in the EQ. Let's add just a touch of high ends. And let's dip a little bit of low mids at 220. And see how we can really change this tone. Let's add a little bit of 3K as well. And let's go ahead and add some low end too. Let's, if we're going to cut at 220, let's cut at 300 and let's boost it 180. All right, let's take a listen to this.
He bad production, he got Walrus Gumbo, he got no cyborg, he want spinal cracker, he got feet down.
All right, adding a little bit of presence to it. Let's bring in the compressor now, and let's also bring back the piano so we can hear this all together.
He bad production, he got Walrus Gumbo, he got no cyborg, he want spinal cracker, he got feet down below his knee, yeah. Hold you in his armchair, you can't feel his disease. Come together right now over me.
All right, let's bring in the ducker now. So what the ducker is going to do, when the dry signal hits, it's going to compress and duck down that reverb signal. But then when the dry signal is not playing, which in this example is going to be the vocal, then it's going to let that reverb ring out.
He bad production, he got Walrus Gumbo, he got no cyborg, he want spinal cracker, he got feet down below his knee, yeah. Hold you in his armchair, you can't feel his disease. Come together right now over me.
All right, so for both of these right now, we kind of got some extreme settings, and we're hearing a lot of it because I do want you to hear it since we're showing it off. But now let's dial it back some and get something a little, I don't want to say reasonable, but let's bring the mix on the vocal down to about 70, and on the piano, I'll bring it down. Let's bring it down to 70 as well. All right, so this should allow us to now hear, we're not going to hear as much of the reverb, and it should be more in balance of what I would do if I was actually mixing this. Let's check it out.
He bad production, he got Walrus Gumbo, he got no cyborg, he want spinal cracker, he got feet down below his knee, yeah. Hold you in his armchair, you can't feel his disease. Come together right now
All right, so final thoughts on this chamber reverb. The first thing that I noticed with this is that just the default settings that's just here when you load it up sounds great. And this isn't a reverb that you can too much completely drown the sound in. I feel like a lot of people use too much reverbs, and some reverbs allow you to go too far. This is one of them that I feel, even with that mix at 100%, I think I'm doing the send at it's probably -6 or no, -12. Okay, so I'm not sending too much, but this is not allowing you to go way too much. Like, this isn't a one of those reverbs that's just the tail just goes on forever and forever. So a nice subtle use of this can go a long way. Another thing I've tried it out on is drums, and it sounds really good on that. Like singer-songwriter stuff with just acoustic guitar and vocals sounds good on that. Normally for reverbs, I reach for a plate, and that's just kind of my habit. But definitely love what Kit Plugins has done here with this chamber reverb, and makes me want to explore chambers a little more. But definitely comment and let me know what y'all think about this one. Again, I'll have a link in the description if y'all want to check it out, learn more about it, or pick it up. The intro price for this right now is $75, which I feel is not bad at all. I think the regular price is $99. All right, if you enjoyed this video, I appreciate a thumbs up. If y'all want to continue to see content from me, then y'all know what to do.